Howdy ho, folks. Well, today is Thursday, May 8th. 12:03 p.m. is the time, and the temperature is a bit chilly, at least compared to yesterday, 8 degrees Celsius. There's a cyclist and dude on an e-bike duke it out to see who can get up the hill fastest. I see Medano here, Drew Costin, Vivian Johnson, Marge, Karen on the Humber, Sheena Roberts, Susan, Raul, Daniel, Randy Ruck, Brian, Math Doctor, Hardjot, and everyone else. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you can see and hear everything okay. Let me just do a quick audio check. It's a bit chilly, at least compared to yesterday. Alicia Lewis is here, Jeffrey Wu. There I am, all ready to go. I don't know how much of me is in the shot, but it is a little windy today, so I'm going with the new cheap wireless microphone setup. So let's get going. It's been an interesting day so far. I woke up, I worked out, and now I'm streaming. And there is a look along Eglinton. That's a look east towards Yonge and Eglinton. Estelle is here. Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and all that fun stuff. If you want to be notified when I go live next, hitting the bell should get you that alert. This guy across the street. We're live, yeah. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. We're on YouTube. Cheers. I noticed last time when I had the microphone on, there was a slight wobble to the picture when I was walking, so I've enabled greater stabilization to try to eliminate that a little bit. I don't know if that was just the gimbal balance or not, but we'll see how the results look when we get home. But I think what I'm going to do is turn south here at Bathurst Street, and we're going to start making our way south. Alicia says Yahi and I are coming to meet. See if you can catch me. And happy belated birthday to you, Sebastian. I'll try to eliminate that a little bit. I've been contemplating buying a new camera. I'm kind of torn between the ZV E10 Mark II and the A6700. And they're in stock at a few stores downtown. Normally I would just buy that type of thing from Amazon, but not doing that anymore. Hey, I used to be a patient there. GSH Medical. They changed my doctor on me twice within a year. Nuts to that place. But this is Bathurst and Eglinton. So we're gonna go south here and march south down Bathurst for a while. Isn't anyone watching the Papal Conclave chimney cam? Aren't they going to announce Trump as the new Pape at Pape at some point. And there's the future Forest Hill station, kind of stupidly named. Like, I don't normally think of Eglinton and Bathurst as Forest Hill. They should have just called it like Bathurst North, or why not just call it Bathurst and Eglinton Station? I don't know why Metrolinx tries to reinvent the wheel with their names. But there is a look to the west, but we're going south. I haven't been down this part of Bathurst for a while. Chris Mill says orange smoke. Yes, the Cheeto dust is in the air. Oh, there's some fancy details on that new build. That's kind of rare to see. Nice brick. Farhan just saw me. Yeah, Stephen, it looks like the Crosstown LRT is ready to open any day now. They've certainly been preparing it. There's some big monster houses in that street on the left. Greet Gill watching while on vacation. I'd say once every week or two, I skip posting a video in the morning and I do a live stream instead. So that's what is on order for today. I normally would live stream on Friday evening, Friday night, but the Leafs are playing tomorrow night. I think everyone's attention is going to be there. So I'll probably be live next Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon, Chris Mills. Yeah, he and Alicia are trying to hunt me down. Jeanette, $10. Happy Friday Eve, Johnny and pals. Jeanette. Happy Friday Eve, as you put it, to you as well. Thank you so much for the $10, Jeanette. It is definitely appreciated. I imagine you're having nicer weather than this in Texas. Well, thank you again. And we're at almost 200 viewers just a few minutes into the stream. Well, 11 minutes. Lisa is here. You may be interested to know, Lisa, I may be buying a camera after I record this. I'm going to check out Henry's in downtown Camera. Maybe VizTech. And I might spring a little bit more for a camera that's a bit more photography geared. Here's the Holy Blossom Temple. Dirk G, member for 21 months. Hello, Johnny and Awesome Strides family. Greetings, Dirk G. Thank you, Dirk G, for joining in and 21 months of channel membership. Thank you again, Dirk. As we head south down Bathurst Street, it was nice speaking to you a few months ago now on a live stream. What were you looking at them for again? Home streaming? I want a general purpose camera that's better for when I shoot indoors from my apartment, but it would also be nice to be able to take out if I ever need like a tripod setup. Dirty front lens there. Oh, we'll have to fix it. The current cameras, if you look at my last few videos that I shot from in my apartment on this channel and my other channel, the quality is not the best. The Osmo Pocket 3 is fantastic outdoors, but in an indoors environment, even with good lighting, it falls apart a little bit. I've been playing with the iPhone 15 Pro, shooting in ProRes in log, as well as my S24 Ultra in log and color grading. And I think a proper camera will be the way to go. There's the Forest Hill Suites on the left. Does white smoke mean they got a new pope? I don't know. Orange smoke means that Trump is the new pope, right? Beth says it. I don't know how to pronounce that person's name. There's a big Hebrew academy in that building, apparently. Lisa wants to like downtown camera, but leans towards Henry's and VizTech. What about Aiden camera? That's another one that comes up. Unfortunately, they don't have what I want to buy in stock. But Henry's and VizTech do. Downtown camera doesn't. Well, Lisa, sounds like I need Casey from Camera Conspiracies to help me decide. I think he's all but admitted the Osmo Pocket 3 is like the perfect quote-unquote vlogging camera. Hey, there's a new pope. I bought my DaVinci Resolve Studio license from VizTech. I should have bought the speed editor as well. Has Alouette Go doubled their revenue since my return? I haven't been there yet. I went to Osmo's yesterday for a chicken shawarma wrap that, despite getting shit on by a lot of people, I think is pretty decent. There's an apartment that looks kind of like a house. Speaking of new, this is New Shoes Day. We are rocking the Ultra Escalante 4s. I bought these actually as part of a Black Friday sale last year. They were like $70 off their normal price, and I knew I would eventually want them. And now that the weather's decent enough to not beat them up, I decided to break them out. I definitely am a barefoot shoe wearer, but it's nice every once in a while to feel like you're springing along on a couple of mattresses slapped to your feet. And there's still zero drop. Heel and toe are the same height. And they're nice and wide. They're basically barefoot shoes with a big stack height. Kind of the perfect complement. And there are a lot of big fancy ass houses on some of these streets heading into Forest Park or Forest Hill. There's some really gorgeous old walk-ups on that side of the street. I don't know if I'm near St. Clair West, but we are going southbound Bathurst. Greetings, Maka. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Rolly says, what I like about Henry's is they'll match most deals. You scored a great deal on your DA580. Is that a Nikon? The cameras I'm looking at are the EV10 Mark II and the A6700. I would just get the kit lens to start. They're like $15.99, no, $14.99 for the EV Mark II, and I think $18.99 for the A6700. But the Mark II is not a great photography camera, and it's not waterproof. Canada is in India. You're missing home. Lisa says Nikon forever. All right, let's test these new shoes out. That is like running on a pair of mattresses. It's kind of ridiculous. Rolly said you had a feeling the EV would be on my list. It's pretty decent. Well, what sucks is the EV10 is $999 with the lens, but it only does 4K 30. The EV Mark II is supposed to be very similar, but it does 4K 60, but it's an extra $500. And that's kind of a deal breaker for me. The Mark II will also do a 4K 30 webcam mode over USB-C. But I might just use an HDMI capture card anyways. Anywho, thanks for tuning in, guys. We are north of downtown, heading over a ravine right now. A ravine I've walked through and live streamed through before, the Cedarvale ravine. And Brad and Marie Palmer, I saw your post. So sorry to hear about Dexter. I know he meant a lot to you guys. And there's a look down at the ravine. Sean, happy 40th, belated 40th. And again, so sorry to hear about that, Marie and Brad. I'm not very good with words, so maybe I'll leave it at that. I'm the last person you want delivering a eulogy. I'd probably crack an inappropriate joke. Honk. As we make our way down Bathurst from Eglinton. 75 is here. Jelly Bean says, where am I going? Probably Henry's or Viztech. I don't think I'll get there on the stream. I might end the stream and then make a video going there. It was 8 degrees when I started streaming, and we're supposed to have a high of 13 today. We're getting close to St. Clair. Lisa says check downtown too. I already checked online and they don't have what I want in stock. Unfortunately. I checked the Aiden camera as well. There's Lonsmount Drive. More monster homes lurking over that way. But man, what a gorgeous day yesterday was. And I think that's about it for peak cherry blossoms, if that's your thing. We'll just have to settle for looking at magnolias, or what's left of the cherry blossoms, as we make it to Claxton Boulevard on the right, Lonsdale on the left. I used to live in this neighborhood off to the right for less than a year. Douglas says, Johnny, the Patong videos were awesome. Thank you. Can you tell the whole world that, please? Nobody watched them. I've still got a Patong beach video to post. Maybe I'll post that one tonight. Just a walk on the beach there, and I have a hotel video from Patong. That one might end up on the other channel. I don't know. Got a few trip videos as well. Bangkok to Phuket, and then Bangkok to Vancouver, where I got to check out the new satellite terminal at Bangkok Airport. That was the only reason for making that video. And there's one walk in Bangkok, and that is it. Almost out of trip videos. Maybe I'll post one tomorrow morning, and then we'll have Toronto videos Saturday and Sunday, and I'll post another trip video on Monday. How's that front lens doing? Is it less hazy than before? Did I clear it up? This is Chichester coming up. My grandparents used to live right here. Charlie Mean says, yay, we love trip vids. Well, the YouTube algorithm doesn't. What's funny is they have the same click rates as my other videos, so people click on them just as much. And their watch times are just as good. But they have less views, which means YouTube is promoting them less. Sometimes they get promoted more, sometimes they get promoted less. I have no idea how that works. Lisa says, I did not. How about now? Is it less hazy? Still hazy? I can't really tell. There's just a whole wall of text on my screen. When I was a kid, there's a rooftop garden on this building. It used to be brown. It's weird that it's gray. But I remember throwing a clump of soil onto the roof of the bus shelter here. It was one of the old style bus shelters before, and just scaring the bejesus out of the person who was waiting in it. It landed on the top and it made a thud, and the clump of soil just kind of exploded and someone screamed and ran out. And I was up there peering over the side of the rooftop. I must have been like 9 years old or something, being a little badass. Well, that's my story for the day. Dirk, no worries. Glad you're here now as we approach St. Clair. Okay, that was my last attempt to dehaze the front camera. Did that work? I have no idea. As we walk by St. Mike's, they've had a number of notable alumni. Hey, we got a super chat. Epic Nation HD, your ticket for Wonderland if you want to come Saturday with the boys, me, Henry, Sapand, and more. Epic Nation HD. Holy shitballs, man. Thank you for the 69 bucks. Thank you, Epic Nation HD. I'm going to be a little tied up on Saturday, but I'll take a rain check. Let me know next time you guys are going there. I'll buy you a lunch while we're there, but thank you for the 69 bucks. Not sure I'd be able to squeeze in a Wonderland visit on Saturday. But I'll keep you posted, and I'll get to one soon after. If you just let me know when. Lisa says it's better than it was. Good stuff. We're at Bathurst and St. Clair here. Marge says, where did the gas station go in the corner? Went to gas station heaven. Oh, the St. Clair streetcar must not be running. They've got, oh, it is running. But they're doing a bunch of stuff on the tracks over there. Oh, I think I see Alicia and Yahia. They're attempting to snipe me. There used to be a 7-Eleven where that Popeyes is. I think we're about to get sniped. Oh well, we had 34 minutes to ourselves. Ooh, this is windy. Windy. Let's just ignore them. Is this what you guys do for fun?
Yes.
Yep.
It's a new thing we do now.
What are you guys up to?
Everyone.
Bubbly.
You have your bubbly.
We have.
We came all the way here to snipe you down. Yep.
We have this new
Lemon sorbet.
and the orange creamsicle. All for you.
Both for me?
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve this?
I don't know. My roommate doesn't. I got like 2 cases, so for you.
All right, can you hold this for a sec?
Okay. You want to hold this for a second?
Yep. I got it.
I'll put these in the. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I had myself, of course, a bubbly for later.
Oh, nice. Here
You have
you
3
go.
now.
Got 3 of them.
Well, I'll have one, but thank you very much.
Welcome.
So, what were you guys really doing today?
Nothing. I mean, I was shopping for my trip and then I finished.
Now
So
we
now we're
found
bored.
each other downtown.
Here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there's Yahia and Alicia. Some people saying hi. Thank you for the.
You're welcome. We got really bored, so we decided to come find you. We're all the way at Lake Union.
And you're going to Thailand in a few days.
Yes, on the 10th.
Bangkok.
She's leaving at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, then heading to Thailand.
What airline again?
So I'm doing, no, Delta's another flight. So I'm doing Air Canada first and then Delta. And then I'm taking Thai Airways.
Thai Airways. Oh,
She's going
I'm-
San Francisco, Toronto to San Francisco.
two hops.
Yeah, well, I'm going from Toronto to San Francisco to Japan to Thailand. And then take the bus over to Pattaya.
The bus. Get a car.
Whatever works. I don't know.
Get a private car. It'll be like $40. They'll pick you up and take you there. The bus is going to drop you off. Don't do the bus.
I'll reschedule.
Do not do the bus. Do a car. Are you going alone or with people?
I was gonna meet my stepsister there, and I don't know because my mom and my dad's there too, but they're not in the area. So maybe I'll.
It's so cheap. It's going to be like 2.5 hours on the bus. It's going to be like an hour and a half in the car. And the guy will just take you right to your front door. Oh man, I would not do. Well, to each their own, but.
Makes sense. I'll go on that.
All right. Well,
What way are you walking?
We'll join you for a bit.
yeah, you can follow me for a bit.
We have nowhere to be at.
Lisa says, so pushy. You go to a country where those things are very affordable and very accessible. 60 gigs. They are advertising to me $29 for 60 gigs. That's the plan I'm on. We are heading south towards downtown, and there's the follower view. We'll just leave that view on. We'll make that nice and awkward. Sheena says Johnny knows. Hey, Novell Koss is here. Long time no see. Where have you been, sir? Cheating on me with other walktubers? Good to see you, Nouvelle Casse or Nouvelle Casse. Follower view. We're about to come across some very strange quote-unquote art. Where have you been, sir? Heinzel says grab motorbike is the way to go with your luggage dangling out the side. Screw grab. There's an app called Bolt. Yes, Alicia, download the Bolt app.
The Bolt app?
Bolt.
Okay.
It's basically Uber for Thailand. It's
Johnny, can you use an Apple AirTag for a Samsung as well?
Can you what?
Like, can you use an Apple AirTag for a Samsung?
I don't think so.
That not work.
It looks like some incomplete construction work. We're about to go over a little bit of a crest here, and we'll be heading down by the Hillcrest. Will we? Maybe I'll turn on Davenport. Hey, Brad is here. Greetings, Brad. There's the Hillcrest Christian Church. The Hillcrest neighborhood is on the right. Greetings, Anchor. And thanks to all nearly 300 of you for tuning in. I know Thursday afternoons aren't the most optimal time to stream, but I just try to mix it up. Oh, I thought that was Toronto Brad. Someone was saying hi to Brad Palmer. Yes, he's been here for quite a while. I'm currently being stalked. Oh, look at that idiot. So what are you going to do in Pattaya?
Oh, it's just explore, really. I've been with my
So you're not missing out on much by not going other places. Yeah, Pattaya is interesting. Make sure to go to Koh Larn, the island. It's like a very cheap short ferry ride away. It's basically paradise. YH, $5. Hey, Johnny boy, can you please wish? All right. No, I will not say that person's name, YH, but thank you for the $5. I will not wish them a happy birthday. You think I'm pretty dumb, don't you? Be a little more clever and less racist next time. All right. Take care, Estelle. YH says almost got him. Johnny boy is sharp. I've learned to read it in my mind slightly before it comes out of my mouth. But if a mod deleted that super chat, I wouldn't hate it. There's the Hillcrest Community Center. Jillian Felix says, how's it going, Alicia? I'm just trying to keep a little bit of distance so your whole conversation doesn't end up
Oh, sorry.
on this. No, it's
I'm
And you have a 3 a.m. flight. Greetings, sweet cheeks. So you're not sleeping tomorrow.
I don't know if my face will be today.
Are you just going to take like a Uber or Lyft to the airport?
Yeah, I'm thinking
I know I just said this with Grab, but look up Hop. When I got back from my trip, to go from Pearson Airport to my home was $50 on Uber, 42 on Lyft, and 30 on Hop. I ordered Hop, it showed up right away and took me, and the guy also drove for Lyft and Uber, so. Yeah, guys, super chats are not immune to getting removed if the mods deem it to be inappropriate. This is Davenport. Coming up at the bottom of the hill, there's an old tollkeeper's cottage just down here. Do you have an Aeroplan account? No? Oh, you would have got free Wi-Fi on your flight.
I do. I have my own airplane.
I didn't. I always normally do travel lot, so I should have this time.
Pinesill, yeah, I've heard of Face Drive. Never used it. There's the number 7 lurching its way down towards Bathurst Station, where it'll turn around and come back north. Greetings, Ari. There's an old tollkeeper's cottage. A long time ago, Davenport Road, a passageway getting east and west across the city. It was one of only a few when the city was all muddy. So there used to be a family that would live here, and they would come out and collect tolls whenever people would pass. Now it's kind of a mini museum. Heinzel says, you feel like an adult every time you go to the LCBO and have your Aeroplan on you? If you have an Aeroplan card though, you don't need to have your actual, like an Aeroplan credit card, you don't need to have your actual Aeroplan card, right? That's Davenport Road, Casa Loma just over there to the left. Kaylee Bird says, I'm always on your street when you're busy. Sorry about that. TTC Hillcrest complex on the right. They paint a lot of the liveries at that location. Someone asking, does your mom and dad live in Thailand?
My dad, yes, and then that's how I met my stepmom there, and then I went to the wedding 2 years ago. Now I have a stepsister, but they live pretty far. They're not even close to Pattaya. They're like military.
But you're staying in Pattaya?
Sorry?
But you're staying in Pattaya?
Yeah, I am, but I might go visit them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, you're there. You should visit them. But there's the Hillcrest facility. So apparently they're closing a lot of beer stores. The beer store near me is closing. I never went to that one, but that was on my radar for a potential video idea. Oh, we're walking into a wind. This is the iPhone mic, just so I can go back and compare it. Of course, the wind dies down. As soon as I do that, I'll switch back over to the USB mic. Lisa keeps complaining her hands are so cold. It's not that cold out. Hillcrest Gatehouse. What would they do if I just ran in there screaming naked? Would a guard come out and tackle me? Is that the kind of content you guys want to see? It's not what I want to make. Well, Lee says they'll probably laugh at me, probably. So this is Dupont coming up. We got a decision, keep going down Bathurst or make a left on Dupont. Watch for moving vehicles. Look at these two slowpokes. I don't know. I typically go for about 90 minutes and then wherever I'm at. It's 12:50. I'm probably gonna get some lunch right after the stream and then maybe go buy a camera. Lisa says I missed the mural. Sorry, my chat froze for a minute there. There's a mural here though. There's some artwork. It's been tagged over. Does the trolley still run on Bathurst? Asks Damon Washington. Channel member Damon Washington. Yeah, the streetcar is... It runs south of Bloor, all the way down to Queen's Quay, and then it boots on over to Exhibition Place. Anthony Dykosan, $5, free YH. He's a good boy, just a little misguided at times. Are we sure this isn't an alternate account of his? But Anthony, thank you for the support, the $5. YH will be freed when the timeout expires. And as long as he doesn't do something like that again, he'll be able to return. If he does something like that again, he might be met with a ban hammer. But thank you for the $5. Yeah, I'm gonna say that kind of language will get you banned for sure. So he's been warned. But thank you, Anthony. And sometimes when people mean well, they still fuck up inappropriately, right? Lord knows I've done it. There's a look at Vesta Lunch, an old school greasy spoon. Lisa says it doesn't go to Queens Quay if we're being accurate. That's true, it goes to Lakeshore. Thanks for calling me out. University level English. I like this little stretch of Bathurst. It's got some good retail on it. We've been so fortunate to not come across stuff like that, but for future reference mods, we can just ban people who use language like that moving forward, and we'll consider YH officially warned. Kind of feel like a teacher over kindergarten kids having to say something like that. Lisa says, good stretch of Bathurst. Cost Cafe and Restaurant. Homemade burgers, chicken souvlaki. Brad Palmer, sorry again to hear about your loss, but thanks for tuning in. Liam says the 7 goes, or he's just confirming the transit routes. Mike Landry, $2. Thank you, Mike Landry. Thank you very much for the super chat and the support, sir. As these guys dawdle along, they're my security guards. If anything happens,
We got your back.
And we'll always bring bubbly with us.
Alicia's gonna.
Like a 32
You want to fill your fridge with bubbly?
Well, you got to go brush up on your Muay Thai. Pat75 says, block. Hey, you can always block people. Micro Zoomies, $10 off the first purchase. Greetings, Jeremy Joseph. This guy's unloading for the Summerhill Market. That's a small, very boutique grocery store chain. They've got a location on Mount Pleasant, up near Sherwood Forest. They've got a few different locations around the city, but it is too rich for my blood to shop there. Stephanie says, how do I do it? Oh, walk and follow comments. Well, it helps that they're right on the screen, right in front of me. But I miss a lot of comments because my eyes tend to be scanning around my environment. I say 90% of the time, I just glance at the screen. Lisa says their prepared food selection is excellent. Oh, I have no doubts that it's not super high quality stuff. People always speak highly of that place. It's just there's a bit of sticker shock to their prices. Hey, we cracked the 300 viewer mark. Thank you guys. I don't know how much their prepared food costs, Lisa, but their regular groceries are very expensive. Story Planet. interesting how we have all this retail on the west side here, but on the left side, 5 channel memberships. Mandeep Singh, Embedded SRAM, Paul Murphy, Lorraine McLean, and Joe DLS. Thank you, Epic Nation HD, and welcome aboard to our 5 new channel members. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for the second donation of the stream, Liam. And Jellybean rocking $1.99. Thank you, Jellybean. Thank you, JB, for the $1.99 as well. $5 each. Whoa, my camera's going nuts. What?
This shit's really good stuff inside, so we can easily take.
Yes.
There's Bateman's Bicycle Company. Mike Gimbel has decided to start drifting around like crazy.
Now it's quiet.
Here's a place I used to order from a lot. Oh, Domino's, how I miss you. Why can't you be Canadian? Epic Nation HD, $2.99. Thank you, Liam, your 3rd generous gift of the stream. Thank you, Liam. Why pay your mods when they pay you? Lisa says super solid pasta takeout place. What, the Domino's? I agree. Jellybean $1.49. Thank you again, JB, for the lovely image of a peach accompanied by the super chat. Thank you very much. Whoa, we are on 6 times Zoom. Epic Nation HD seems to have entered a super chat pissing match with Jellybean. Thank you for the $2.99. Thank you so much, Epic Nation HD. Anthony says it's impossible to avoid American companies. Your electronics are American, your cars are American. Well, the point is to avoid it when possible. Be selfish about it. If you have no other options, yeah, we're on YouTube. This is a Google platform. If there were a viable alternative to it that allow me to do this as usual, I would. In cases where there's alternatives, support Canadian, then anything else. Then if there's nothing left, I guess buy American. That's been my mindset. And I think a lot of people here have adopted that mindset. Sometimes you can't avoid it. Jellybean, 99 cents. Epic Nation HD, $1.49. Thank you to you both. Han says, hey, how's it going? I hope every one of you is pioneering here. Just want to say good day. I'm going to sleep, people. All right, Han. Can you enjoy your Domino's in your Tesla? No one's judging you. And why would Carney come for you? I like the fact that he was low-key insulting Trump during their meeting. And all of his insults went right over Trump's head. It was a very painful meeting to watch. It was like watching an adult talk to a toddler. Jellybean, 99 cents. Epic Nation HD raising her up to $24.99. This is getting silly, you guys, but thank you, Epic Nation HD, for the $24.99. Thank you so much. And Jellybean. Anthony says, name one insult. How about when he called what Trump was doing transformative? As in transformative in a terrible fucking way. But Trump took it as a compliment, being the narcissist that he is. Or when Carney talked about the increase in military spending as if there was no threat from the US for causing that worldwide. Like, everything he said was a shot at Trump. Talking about how the White House and Buckingham Palace weren't for sale, breaking it down in real estate terms because Trump's got like a 5-year-old pea brain. I don't know, that was incredibly impressive diplomacy. Lisa says Trump is a fucking tool, as are the people that cheer him on. I mean, Trump spent the first 10 minutes of the meeting, talking about how they've upgraded the furnishings at the White House. You can see Carney just sitting there like, what is this nutcase talking about? Marco says, hard decision today, watching me or the smoky session in Rome. Yes, very hard. I'm trying not to go head to head with the Leafs in the playoffs. And here we are battling it with the Pope. Jellybean, 149. Thank you, Jellybean, for what, your 50th super chat today? Thank you very much. I mentioned I might be buying a camera after this. You guys are buying it for me. Although I have a new credit card in the mail that would help me accumulate some points if I put this purchase on that instead of my existing card. Yes, I'm playing that game right now. The Amex Cobalt card is on the way. And I think the monthly spend is only $7.50 to max out on points, so I don't think I'll have much problem hitting that anyways. Novell Costas Trump was just hoping for some compliments. Yeah, and it's funny because the so-called compliments he was nodding and agreeing to were actually not so thinly veiled insults. What are you guys doing? All right, well, I'm crossing the street. Yeah. Your lurking is acceptable to me. Pinesel says Cobalt is a great card, good monthly promotions and cashback. Yeah, I've been using the TD Infinite Visa for everything. But the thing is with Cobalt, you get like 5 times on groceries. You get better multipliers, and you can exchange those points for Aeroplan points 1-to-1. So like, why would I use my Aeroplan for my purchases? So I've decided to jump ship. I got a referral sign-up bonus on the Cobalt, 22,000 bonus points. I have to unlock them. So I'm only going to use my Aeroplan card for buying stuff directly from Air Canada and Star Alliance Airlines. Other than that, it makes no sense to use that card. You want me to do live streaming in North Bay? Hasn't Ken been up there and live stream from there? Maybe ask Brad Palmer. I don't have any plans to go up there anytime soon. And if I do, I'll certainly stream from there. By the way, we're in the fabulous Annex neighborhood. Hey, Staples Eco Van. Heinzel says it's awesome, but you're fixed to American Airlines. You can transfer Cobalt points, I think, to British Airways, KLM. Yeah, Delta's on there, Aeroplan's on there. There's also like an Asian airline, I forget. Lisa talking about a sold out show at Lee's Palace. Well, the good news is Bill Chow, even if I was in the market for an EV, I wouldn't be buying a Tesla. It's all computer. Ooh, that looks good. I don't think they're open yet. Or they would be open. It's like 1 p.m. Lee saw Ken in North Bay. Yeah, I think Ken is from North Bay. And there's the Victory Cafe. Pretty excellent pizza restaurant. Jelly bean, 99 cents. Thank you again, Jelly bean. Who? Hi, Liam. Hi, Liam. Did you get tired of sending super chats?
And you didn't invite me. Well, I didn't know. I'm like, I'm not going to be in
Anthony says no Tesla, but we'll buy BYD. Hey, if BYD comes here and integrates into the supply chain and makes cars here, it'll do a lot more for our economy than Tesla. As we walk through the Annex, this place is pretty good if you want to save some money and have an excellent meal. At least relative to what you're paying for it.
Oh, for yourself?
Ooh, I once ended up a stream at this place and I had a really good meal. But we're only an hour and 12 minutes in. It's a little too early to do that. Lisa says in, you're under 25. Yeah, I always feel a little bit old in there. But when the bill comes, I'm pretty glad I went there because their food is surprisingly decent. There's Value Village, formerly Erexol. Before that, the Brunny, rest in peace. BMV. If I was asked what are the staples of the Annex, I would say BMV, Future Bistro, Lee's Palace, Sushi on Bloor. Those are kind of maybe the Hot Docs Theater. Those are the biggest staples of this neighborhood, in my opinion. Yeah, a comic book store. Johnny, do you still like Square Boy? Yes. I haven't had Square Boy in a while. And here's the artwork that's been accused of being AI generated. But fortunately for this place, the food is supposed to be pretty dang good. All right, maybe I want a new selfie for this. Can you hold this for a minute? I just want to take a new selfie for the stream. I should have done it earlier. Everyone's watching me do this. I gotta like step out into the bike lane for a second. Let's do one facing this way. You enjoying being a YouTuber?
Yeah, I've made a few videos so far. Hopefully to go live in Thailand soon. Maybe I'll make a live stream too there.
Do you have your SIM card situation sorted?
Yeah, because I have my Samsung S24 Ultra, so it has like a dual SIM card I can put in.
So what are you gonna do for a Thai SIM?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask my dad.
Oh.
Or like my sister.
You can just buy an eSIM online and it'll be ready to go by the time you land. And it's like cheaper than what you can get at the airport there. That would be my advice. You can get it through DTAC or AIS.
Would it be cheaper just to exchange the money there though?
Yeah, I mean, the exchange is high here.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a mistake. No one needs to see that. Yeah, I could not get a good rate on Thai food ever here, or Thai money.
Are you connected to my phone? Yeah, that's right.
These two lovebirds quarreling.
Oh, no. Don't say that.
We're friends. He's my brother. Yeah.
Someone had to say it. The new Pope is American. Is his name Trump? We are at Walmer and Bloor Street. All right, we are approaching Spadina. Students deal. Chicken Sag combo with fries and a drink, $13. Are we going near the St. Lawrence Market? No. We are northwest of there. I'd have to cut diagonally across downtown quite a ways. Am I walking towards Henry's? Kind of. I'm still not sure what exactly I'm doing. The only thing I know of is lunch is in my very near future. Weakest magazine. Whatever does that mean? The new pope is from Chicago. Or as Kelly Bundy would say, Chicago. There you can see one Bloor West rising mightily. Ooh. Well, at least as Kelly Bundy showing my age. Classic television. I remember growing up eagerly awaiting a new episode of Married with Children to drop. I think the original name for Married with Children was not the Cosbys. The Cosbys were like that prim and proper nuclear family television show, and they kind of wanted to do something that flew in the face of that. Like Bill Cosby was a doctor, so they wrote Al Bundy to be a woman shoe salesman. How far is it to downtown? We are downtown. Technically. Devin says 162 thumbs up, 285 watching. Don't forget to use that thumbs up button. Willie says the best years of TV. You agree? The A-Team. I'm B.A. Baracus. I used to watch the A-Team.
Honey,
Yeah?
have you done that yet?
Done what? No. I did the sightseeing bus in Seoul, and I did one in Hanoi for videos. I'm thinking about doing that.
I think Henry did one here. I don't even know if it's worth it.
It's probably worth it. Just to do it once, see what it's all about. There's the Bata Shoe Museum and one of my favorite restaurants in the city, Gayubi. It's all-you-can-eat Japanese grill. As we approach St. George Street, I was in this area recording yesterday. A very summery kind of video. I wore shorts and a t-shirt. That will probably be on the channel for Saturday. There's a Lambo. Epic Nation HD says Gayubi is delicious. It is. It is super delicious. right, Pine Soul. Thanks for tuning in. Where are we battery-wise? We're at 20%. Look at that bike lane efficiently moving more people than a lane of traffic ever could. Fuck you, Doug Ford. Jelly bean, 99 cents. Thank you for another super jelly bean. Thank you very much for the super. All right, guys, where should I go for lunch? Where should I go? I guess there's a bunch of places around Yonge and Bloor, and we're kind of heading that way anyways. Evan, thank you, Evan. Holy cow. The stream alert won't pick it up. But Evan, thank you for the $50 PayPal. Holy shit, thank you so much. That is definitely appreciated. And Evan, member for 60 months. Hey, you just sent us a message as I got the notification. $50 PayPal, Johnny, great walk and nice day out. Really impressed with how you handled the rude manners today as well. Lunch on me, you deserve it. Evan, 16 months of membership at the God tier level. That's the highest level as well. Wow, thank you so much for the PayPal. Drew says the new mac and cheese at Chick-fil-A is good. I was thinking of maybe having Swiss chalet tonight, but that's a different kind of chicken. Lisa says I can get Chipotle. I think I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and have lunch after.
We're going to also go for lunch, but
We're going somewhere else.
somewhere else.
Where are you going? Or you don't want to say?
Sorry?
It's a secret?
No, Boston Pizza, but we're not going to location today.
Oh. Little exclusive Lady in the Tramp moment there. Gonna order some spaghetti?
No. No, Johnny, don't even think about it.
Peter Bradfield, $1.99. Don't know why I'm blocked from regular chats. You shouldn't be, Peter. I saw your message coming through just fine. I don't think you're on any block list, but thank you for the $1.99, Peter. Hope you're doing well. Well, we'll go towards Chick-fil-A. There's other options there in that area. Maybe I'll go to Ginger and get some vermicelli. Lisa says you can support a Canadian place. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For some reason, when I thought Yonge and Bloor, Chick-fil-A was the one thing that came to mind. But now I'm thinking Ginger in the area. Evan wishing Peter Bradfield all the best. Yeah, we know you've been through a lot, Peter. I hope the good news continues for you. There's Varsity Arena just over there. Cam says Shake Shack. Yeah, if I've been avoiding Domino's, what the heck would I be doing going to Chick-fil-A? Jellybean says Ginger is top tier. Ginger used to be one of the best damn values in town until they doubled their prices. This is rather critical of Chick-fil-A. You know what? I think this is a better spot for a new thumbnail. Hey, camera person, can you hold this again?
Oh, please.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, because I don't want to drop
Yeah,
your
don't worry
gimbal.
about it. Got it.
Oh, if you dropped it, I would just kick your ass, so that's okay.
I have the same one at home, so I can give you that one.
Accidents happen, as long as it wasn't intentional.
No, I'm used to holding a gimbal. It's fine.
There's,
Here.
we got the ROM, we got one Bloor West, thank you very much. Lisa has lost audio. We got the ROM. I have not lost audio. Yeah, I'm gonna pop in somewhere around Yonge and Bloor, maybe Ginger. I've been feeling like Swiss Chalet tonight. Well, Lisa's Harvey's is Canadian. Yeah, they're the same company as Swiss Chalet. They're part of Cara, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, there's Mickey D's on the left. Stephanie says Italy looks good. It's not bad, but you pay like full restaurant prices and you don't really get that level of service. When I go to an Italian restaurant, I want some bread and balsamic to dip it in. It's kind of no frills for what it is. I gotta pull out my battery bank here. 1 second. We are running low on juice. Where's the don't mind me, just plugging stuff in here. There we go. I've got my phone now leaching battery from the gimbal. There's a weird guy walking backwards here. You guys ready? Well, let me just flip this connect. I gotta plug Sorry guys, I'm just fiddling with my battery bank here. Yeah, you're having jacket issues. There we go. We've got the battery bank plugged into the gimbal and the phone also plugged into the gimbal. You guys excited for your Boston pizza?
Maybe.
Are you gonna order the spaghetti?
No.
Spaghetti for one, please. All right, I was excited for your Boston. Someone says sounds like we're in a tunnel. I switched it to the iPhone audio. Oh, I think we just missed a light cycle. Can you hold this for 1 sec? Just 1 sec. I just want to unplug this.
Oh my goodness, is it okay here? Oh my goodness,
Oh, I better not have broke.
Who cares?
it's a little scratched. I hope you have a screen protector
It's a little
on.
scratch. Where?
Oh my goodness.
It looks fine. No scratches.
I am so sorry. I did not expect that. Here you
Why
go.
are you sorry?
Because it fell.
It's not your
I'm
fault.
always saying sorry
Does
here.
it still hold?
Why wouldn't it?
Oh, oh no, I think it's the magnet.
We're trying to kill my
Can you
iPhone
please
here.
hold this?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Thank you.
It just took a.
Here. Want me to hold the gimbal?
It just took a pretty nice free fall onto the.
Oh. Yeah,
Stay
here.
with us, people. We'll be right back.
It's
My
my gimbal.
phone. There we go.
Oh, that's good. I mounted it upside down.
No. We're making a new tunnel for what?
I already knew that.
That 401 tunnel is the dumbest idea anyone has had in the history
That is
of
so true. I
time.
agree with that. I don't know
There has
why.
never been a stupider idea proposed or public money spent on.
And Cardi agreed with that. Cardi agreed with it.
Agreed with what?
With building it.
He is being diplomatic. Oh, my iPhone plummeted onto the sidewalk with no case, but it seems to be.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, there is a chunk out of it actually. It's got some good old cosmetic damage. Huh. Oh well, it was bound to happen. As we walk through the Mink Mile. Sorry if there's going to be some wind noises. I had to disconnect the wireless mic. It wasn't working very well with the battery plugged in. So we're just going to head over to Bloor Young. And I'll finally be able to get myself some LUNCH.
So you'll get an email every month to confirm that you know what you're doing. What's your email address?
If you do it this way, then at least she gets.
They seem to be signing people up. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all the canvassing we've had in recent years in the city, good causes or not. It's kind of annoying to be forced into these little conversations with people. I've just started ignoring them and walking past. And they try to have these clever little opening lines to engage you. They make you feel like a dick for ignoring them, but one thing you can do is just wear headphones and just completely ignore them. We're on the north side of Bloor. Used to say so many of them, hate them, hate it a little. And they're under like immense pressure to get sign-ups because most of those are paid positions. They gotta make money to keep their jobs. So it makes you think you're not just supporting the charity, but you're paying for them to be there. So how much money actually goes to the charity when you sign up? I just give a small donation to the Humane Society and Princess Margaret every year and call it a day. Don't make me feel guilty for ignoring you canvassing on the sidewalk. Well, forces just say not interested, keep it moving. Yeah, that's probably the best tact, but why do you even have to engage back? They'll be saying not interested 20 times a day just walking around the core. Oh, there's Yahia and Alicia. Oh, we were on 2x Zoom that whole time. No one pointed it out. Yeah, Evan, I question the productiveness. Obviously, they wouldn't be doing it if their quote-unquote non-profits didn't find value to it, but well, where Alois used to be a Gap, I wonder what's going in this corner. Didn't this used to be like a shoe store? Looks like it's getting a whole new facade. Sir Bob Blabla's, no, they were for some environmental organization, but to me they're all one and the same when I'm wandering around the streets.
This is so confusing. We have base station over here, we have Bloor over there. Nothing works over there.
What's so confusing?
Like, we have so many stations close by.
Subway stations?
Yeah, so St. George is over there.
St. George is that way. Base station is right there. Bloor Young is 2 blocks straight ahead. What's over where? Nothing. That's Bay Street. At least it says Tiffany's is going there. Well, that would explain why it's getting a whole new facade. Artie says they're opening a Uniqlo. That would be kind of good for this area. The H&M closed. There's an Aritzia still, but that's more of a not dude store. I don't know how else to put that. Julian says we made it to downtown Toronto. We've been downtown for the last 30-40 minutes or so. But we are almost at Bloor Young. That place is kind of new. Majuri Jewelry. Oh, that's part of Holt Renfrew. There's Arc'teryx. It's weird there's a fabric land where H&M used to be. My gimbal's in a weird mode. There we go. Let's look up at 1 Bloor West. Now a Tridel project. Tridel is one of the few developers people generally have positive things to say about. Young and Bloor. 404 night not found, $5 towards the lunch fund. Great live stream. Thank you. Thank you, 404 not found. Much appreciated.
Johnny, look at the sign. It's gone. That's
The bay?
bay.
It's been gone for a long time. Where have you been? That bay.
Rest in peace, Dawson's Bay.
That bay has been long gone for a very long time. Alex says there's a certain someone waiting nearby. You'll have to find out who. He. Whatever are you talking about, eh? But we've made it to Yonge Street. Lunch is very near. The Ottawa Wanderers here. Good afternoon, Lisa. Welcome to an always busy and lively Yonge Street. Sorry to hear that, Christos. There's Chick-fil-A, the store that doesn't open on Sundays. Greetings, Mark M. All right, Ginger is just up ahead. But I think we're gonna wrap this one up right now. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank everyone who sent support. Liam, Jellybean, Evan, and everyone else. Thank you so much. There should be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on the channel. I might post one tonight, depending on how my time works out. But again, we're gonna wrap up the stream now. We are an hour and 50 minutes in. Thank you, Jeanette, as well. Thank you to Alicia for the bubblies. Thank you to Yahia for
Yeah.
standing there.
Well, you were your security guard, so you're welcome.
And thank you, Sheena. Thank you, Mark M. Thank you, Philip. Chris Mills, Marge, Novelle Koss. Good to see you again. Medano, RD Christos. Thank you so much. Time to get some lunch and maybe buy a camera. Thomas Brown. With the buzzer beater. Thank you, Thomas Brown, for the $2. Yes, you may sneak that in. All right, thank you so much, guys. And no worries, Vivian. You can pay your late fees another day, but thank you. Yoink. Bye.